So good morning. This is a Yanmar. I'm sorry. This is a Westerbeke 3J.
3D3.
3D3 in a sailboat. It's about 22 years old. What we're doing is we're going to flush the heat exchanger, and you can sort of see this line right here that I'm pointing to. This is our supply line. We cut into the, after we had drained the water heater, we put a new gasket on the end. We took out the zinc, which is on the back side. It's a little tough to see from here. We bought this 18 inches of hoses here we could easily plug into the system there. And then on the back side, this is coming off of the anti-siphon loop, and this is going back to the bucket. So these two lines are the supply and return. Right now we just have fresh water. We're running a cycle here. We made sure that there's no leaks coming from any of our fittings. We used hose clamps and some Teflon tape. And now we're about ready to add the Barnacle Buster in and then let this thing run.
That's good. You want the other one open?
So we have 2 quarts of Barnacle Buster.
This one, while shaking, is coming undone a little bit.
Okay, so we have 2 quarts of Barnacle Buster, so we make a 4-to-1 solution, and we'll start adding this into the system. So we have 2 gallons of water. We need 2 quarts of this to make a 4-to-1 solution. Got it. Oh yeah. The color of the water is now starting to change. You want to look at the water?
Yeah, that's not exactly the way I look at that.
And what's our current time? Current time's 11:04, so we're going to let this run here for 2 hours. Okay, we're an hour into it, and you can sort of see the color of the water there. So we're probably going to let it go maybe 1 more hour. But the whole point is this is going great. And we closed the stairs so we can go up and down a little bit. It's a big step, but I mean, sometimes we need to be doing some other projects on the boat while we're working on it. And just so you can sort of see inside the small engine here on a sailboat with very limited access, and you have a small little door in the back to access from, but that's where we can grab the zinc on the lower end of the heat exchanger, which is back down in that area back in there. Okay, so the heat exchangers right back in there. You can sort of see where this black hose is going in. That's the inlet side coming from the raw water impeller. But we went and bought a piece of hose so we could scavenge onto it and make it work. So anyway, but this is after 1 hour, so we're feeling pretty good about it. We just have the blanket or the towel here and a rag just in case there was any leaks, so we don't like letting anything drip onto the alternator down below, but there's no leaks or drips from that. We also used a little plastic cottage cheese container after the cottage cheese had been eaten by me for dinner, and we used that for any drips when the water was coming out of the end of the heat exchanger. So we did put a new gasket on the heat exchanger before we started this project, and the zinc was a plug. So that's what's going so far. That's 1 hour in. So here we are at the end of the project. I'm just going to clean up a little bit. We flushed the engines with water. We tested to make sure that there was no leaks. And here's the engine running. We had good flow coming out of the engines. And we tested every single connection that we went on. So we put brand new zinc in. And we also spent time with making sure new gaskets and the end cap on the zinc was on the heat exchanger was totally clean before we put the new oil ring and new gasket on, as well as I'll drop a few photos in here to show you what the clean heat exchanger looks like. So thanks for watching. Bye.